governments impose fiscal sanctions. IMF and World Bank lend then pretend that they're not aiming to collapse nations, blaming for corruption to tame them, perhaps name them criminals to humanity through the same tragedy they themselves foment, torture and torment. The horror went right along with the plan and ran through Babylon and beyond. Then sent miserable subliminals. These critical conditions are pitiful. So I use subversive verses with a purpose, verses being damn a curse of ham and original sin. Let's begin with the origin of men. I am the son of man. I embody what you call God in my body, and I'll be damned if that whore runs through the holy land. I'm gonna take the acres from the bakers, give it back to the fam like Mugabe. And Ali they demand submission of the mission, but I give them no attention because I healed my intuition when I killed the Inquisition. Plus, I feel like I'm positioned to destroy opposition.
Right.
Listen to the imposition. Capitalist, colonist, or globalized terrorist. Are you aware in this? There is no comparing this. It's imperial corporations that coincide to serial homicide, coordinations, and genocide. And yes, even if you miss the evidence, slavery still exists. But bravery persists in many forms, like Cuba's assists in any war-torn resistance movements. It's proven the enemy is losing when we're using the unity and union of you and me. See, we can reclaim land and operate legitimate sovereignty, and honestly, our predicament is promising if we remain honoring the past, our history, but sensibly, each other like we came from the same mother, and the future. Our ancestors blessed us with the blueprint to do more than just get through it. So let's get to it. Let's go in. I'm flowing objects into motion, stay in motion, and I'm growing hope as I'm hoping my emotions don't frame what I wrote. Change up my scope. I'm going for the dopeness, and my focus is the hopeless, but my aim is on the Pope. And all heads of the state of oppression, repression, suppression, and depression. Throat choke themselves off the words that I spoke. That they don't like. Yep, they uptight. They frightened we might strike, likened to Mau Mau's, Cubanos, and Iraqis. Guerrilla strategies and tactics, silver backing, back with the 10-to-1 ratio. Not to mention the dissension of their own kinsmen. So why are we pretending? They lost to the Viet Cong in Vietnam, so what makes you think they have the testicular fortitude to go against a dude that has the nuts to drop a bomb upon his guts and blow the whole place up, simply because he doesn't give up?
Yeah.
What's worse is a person with a purpose that knows what life's worth is. Armed with tools and weaponry, mind and matter, power and education in relation to this battle we're facing. Been placed in the situation, so we're taking advantage of all options on the table. We're more than able since we birthed civilization from this planet's cradle. That is, Mother Africa. I get a laugh when the recorders report otherwise. Report lies and distort another guise. They despise because we and the land are the prize. Recognize. Hands turn to fists in the skies, eyes on what lies ahead, forward towards the unity and union between you and me. For that I stay hungry, and usually I close by saying peace, but since the beef won't cease, I say we all get a piece, take to the streets and go meet that beast. Now we all get to eat.
Hey!